About 6 months ago, I was looking for an iPad case that was compatible with the Magic Keyboard and also would hold the Apple Pencil. I found two options. There might have been more, but as I remember, I found two, and I bought one of them, which didn't work out. So I bought the other here recently. And about 6 months ago, I was looking for information as in a comparison between the two, and I couldn't find it. So although I don't do tech gear reviews, I'm going to do this one. On the right is the SwitchEasy CoverBuddy. Take a look at that. It has something soft here that is impossible to keep clean. Slot for the Apple Pencil. I'll flip this over. It's very thin. Reading reviews, that was a complaint from a lot of people that it was very thin and didn't feel like it was a lot of protection, but these are made to fit in a place where there shouldn't be anything. So yeah, it's gonna be a little thin, and some people complain that there isn't full coverage. Again, that's not possible for where this fits between the iPad and the Magic Keyboard case. On the left is the MOFT snap case. It does feel a little more substantial. There isn't any fuzzy texturing here, but the back does have a little something texture to it. It does feel a little bit better than this one. So initially I bought the CoverBuddy and it worked fine. I had really no issues with it until, as you can see here, one of these contacts fell out. This is what connects the iPad to the case. And I emailed the company and asked them what adhesive I should use to put it back in. I don't know, that was 2 or 3 weeks ago, and they never got back to me. I thought, oh, I could just super glue it in, so I went to go get it. I'll just roll the dice, and hopefully the super glue doesn't react negatively with the material. And then I dropped the pin and lost it. And instead of trying to email them again, because they hadn't got back to me the first time, I just went ahead and bought this one. And I've only had it for a couple of days, so I can't really say anything definitive, but it does feel nicer. It feels a little more substantial. I like the texturing back here. It functions fine. We'll see long term what happens, but I wanted to give a comparison between these two. I believe they take up pretty much the same footprint. It's about all the coverage you can get for what this is made to do. But if anyone else is in a similar situation and they're wondering which one of these two they should get. Now, I can't say that, oh, you should definitely get the MOFT, because I don't know, this might have been a fluke. Maybe they work fine for people. So I can't say that yet until I use this some. But I'm pretty happy with this one so far. Okay, now we have the iPad in the MOFT snap case on the Magic Keyboard with the Apple Pencil in the slot up there. It fits just fine in the Magic Keyboard, as you can see. So does the CoverBuddy. It fits fine as well. But if any of you are looking for a similar item and trying to find a comparison, hopefully this is somewhat helpful to you. I also wanted to take a moment to talk about the MOFT float stand. Not something that I was particularly looking for, but I purchased it with the snap case. You know, the case was $65 or something, and you get free shipping at $85 or $90. I don't know, you'd have to look, but one of those deals. Oh, both the CoverBuddy and the snap case are between the $60, $70 range, similarly priced. I don't think I mentioned that. So the most common way to use this stand, although there are a few, is like this, and there we go. It's magnetic. It works with the snap case, and this is great. You can tilt it forward and back and move it around a little bit. If you're just watching a video or something, that's great. But if you're trying to do any sort of work on it, it moves a little bit, and that's kind of annoying, especially if you're trying to do something with the Apple Pencil. So my first thought was, I'll bend this so that the iPad makes contact with the, bend that a little more, makes contact with the surface that I have it on, and now it's sturdy. That's great. I can move this around. It's fine. But The only unprotected part of the iPad in the snap case is what is making contact with that surface. So what I do, and maybe people already made videos on this, but what I do is turn it upside down so that what is making contact with that surface is now the case itself. Your camera's on the bottom now and your Apple Pencil's on the bottom. But if I have turned this upside down to do work, I already have taken my Apple Pencil out so that I can use it. One last thing here about the MOFT float stand. I wanted to answer probably the most pressing question. Is it compatible with an iPhone 4? And the answer is kind of. If you get too much lean, it'll slide. So I'd have to say not quite. Sorry.